Alright guys, this is the review for the homework that's not really due, but this will help you on the test. So this is a substitution because we know that y equals something. So I'm going to take that and plug it right in there. So I get negative 2x minus 3 parentheses equals negative 7. Those parentheses is where y used to live, but this is what's going to go in for y now. Make sure you distribute the negative over the parentheses. Make sure you distribute that negative. Combine like terms, so you get negative 20x. Subtract 33. So that's going to be negative 40. Divide each side by negative 20. So you're going to find that x is equal to 2. So that's our first answer. So now I'm going to take this 2 right here, which is an x, I'm going to plug it into either one. They both give you the same answer, but the top one is already set up because we're looking for a y value. So I'm going to y equals 6 times 2 minus 11. So that's 12 minus 11. So that's 1. So there's my answer to problem number 1. Problem number 2. This one is also set up to do distributing or to substitution because it's y equals. So I'm going to take this y value, plug it in. So where that parenthesis is, make sure you distribute negative 3 over the parentheses, plus 15x plus 1 to 2, 51 equals 3. That's going to give me 12x. Subtract 51 from both sides. So that's going to give me negative 48. Divide each side by 2, 12. And find that x is equal to negative 4. So my first answer is negative 4. I'm looking for a y value now. So I'm going to take this x value, I'm going to plug it into either of these equations. The bottom one's easier because it's already y equals. So y equals negative 5 times negative 4 minus 17. So y equals 20 minus 17. So my answer is negative 4, 3. This next one, this is elimination. So what I would do is I would multiply the whole top by negative 1. Make sure you distribute it. All the signs are going to change. So I get negative x plus 2y equals negative 11. Bottom one, I'm going to get negative 7x minus 2y equals negative 13. Nothing changed there. Go ahead and add these together. Those are going to cancel out. So I get negative 8x equals negative 24. Divide each side by negative 8. So you get x is equal to 3. So there's our first answer. I'm going to take this 3. I'm going to plug it into either the top or the bottom. Doesn't matter which one. I'll plug it in. See, buddy. So I'm going to plug 3 in for x. So I get 3 minus 2y equals 11. Subtract 3. Subtract 3. So negative 2y is equal to 8. Divide each side by negative 2. So I get negative 4. All right, this one is totally set up for elimination. Okay, so taking a look at number 7, it looks like if we just add these up, what cancels off? Yeah, those y's, they're gone. So I get negative 2x equals 1 minus 15, negative 14. Divide each side by negative 2. So we find that x is equal to 7. All right, so this 7 here, I'm going to plug it in either here or here. I like the top equation, so I just directly sub it in, replace it. Subtract 7, subtract 7. 3y equals negative 6. Divide each side by 3. So I get negative 2 for an answer. Oh, hello. Thanks for coming in. All right, let's move on to number 8. It doesn't look like this is definitely a... Oops, I think I messed up my y's, didn't I? Let's take a look at number 9. That's a 6y and that's 8y. All right, it doesn't look like I can add these up just as they sit, and that's not substitution, so I'm going to have to multiply both. So we have to pick either x or y to get rid of. Well, I'm going to pick I'm going to pick the y's to get rid of it. I'm going to show you why I'm picking the y's in this case. Okay, the smallest number that 6 goes into and 8 goes into would be 24. Okay, and sometimes it's hard to think about that. And then, so I need to multiply both by something. So I want 24, so I'm going to multiply this by 4 and this by 3. Now, because I have a positive, both positive here, I need to make one of the numbers here negative. So I'll choose to make the bottom one. So I'm going to distribute that over the parentheses. That's going to give me negative 8x plus 24y equals 8. And then distribute the negative 3 to all of those. So that's going to give me 21x minus 24y equals 18. And take a look at that. If I add these together, the y's cancel out. That's going to give me 13x. So negative 8 plus 21 is 13x. And this is going to give me 8 plus 18, which is 26. Divide each side by 13. X is going to equal 2. Oh, that worked out really nicely. It was a little uglier problem, but we'll make it work. So this 2, I'm going to plug into either of these. I'll just pick the second equation to plug it into. So I have negative 7. It was x, but now it's going to be a 2. Plus 8y equals negative 6. That's negative 14 plus 8y is equal to negative 6. Add 14 to both sides. So 8y equals 8. Oh, it looks like y equals 1. Perfect. Number 11. Anyone see anything fancy about number 11? Yeah, if we add them up, what goes away? The y's are gone. So I get 8x. 0 plus 8 is 8. So x equals 1. There's our first answer. All right, I'm going to take this 1 right here, change colors. That 1, I'm going to plug it either in the top or the bottom. Doesn't matter which one. Maybe I'll just plug it in the top. So it was 4x. Now it's going to be 4 times 1. So that's going to give me 4 plus 2y equals 0. Subtract 4 from both sides and divide by 2. And there's our answer. Number 13. It almost looks like I can add them up as they sit. Notice the y's are both positive 5y. So if I pick one of the equations, doesn't matter which one, and multiply just one of the equations by negative 1, that's going to give me negative 3x minus 5y equals negative 8. Just rewrite the bottom equation. Now I can go ahead and add them up. So that's going to give me 3x, the y's cancel, is equal to 3. So x equals 1. So I'm going to take this 1. I'm going to plug it in here or here. Doesn't matter which one. I'll probably just pick the top one. So it was 3x. Now it's going to be 3 times 1 because x equals 1. So I get 3 plus 5y equals 8. Subtract 3, subtract 3. So I get 5y equals 5. Look at that. Y equals 1 as well. Cool. And then number 15. I think that might be the last one. Yep, it's the last one. Take a look at our y's. They're the same, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply one of the equations by negative 1. I picked the bottom one in this case. This top equation stays as is. Bottom equation is going to become negative 4x plus 3y equals negative 14. Now we can go ahead and add these up. So that's going to give me 3x. Those cancel, and that's going to give me 15. Divide by 3, so x equals 5. And there's our first answer. So I'm going to take this 5, and I'm going to plug it in here or here. Doesn't matter which one. I'll pick the top one. So I have 7 times x. In this case, I'm going to plug 5 in now. So that's 35 minus 3y equals 29. Subtract 35 from both sides. Those are going to cancel. So 3y equals negative 6. Divide each side by negative 3. So there's my other answer. Now a couple things just to remember. If you solve the entire problem and all x and y's, all x's and y's go away, and you wind up with like 7 equals 7. That's true. That means you have infinite solutions. But if you wound up with 7 equals 10, that's false, and that means we have no solution. Okay? Hope this helps. Take care of one another. Bye-bye.